The business side of things is becoming wider. Before, I was so focused on the marketing side and the sales side and the front end, which is this. I thought the back end and the business side was going to be much smaller and much easier, but now I'm seeing how many certifications and how many different ID numbers. Day 41 of starting a clothing brand. 41 days ago, I quit my corporate job to pursue my passion of starting a successful clothing brand and showing you that when you align your passions with your purpose, everything and anything is possible. Today on day 41, I'm trying my best to not do my YouTube voice. I'm trying to speak in my normal speaking voice. I am getting more comfortable in front of the camera. I'm knocking down those walls, and throughout this video, I am going to be my truest self, use my normal voice, and not do the YouTube accent. Before I get into what I accomplished today, I want to recap yesterday, because yesterday was a pivotal day in my career, and it was one of the first times that I faced adversity as a clothing brand owner. Yes, I faced adversity moving back home and quitting my corporate job, but yesterday was the first time that I faced some pushback about my dream and about my goal, and I didn't really expect that. I thought everyone was on board and fully supporting what I was doing, but maybe I'm seeing things a little bit differently and I'm not fully seeing where they're coming from. I'm not gonna go out and say that they don't believe in me and they don't believe in my goal and they don't believe in my dream, but maybe there's some sort of miscommunication and some misunderstanding where they're not understanding how much time and how much effort it takes to really be good at this and to really do the research and do it right. I'm trying to see others' perspectives other than my own. I'm still working through the part-time job situation, working it through with my family, so stay tuned to see how that all unfolds. Yesterday I made a lot of progress on the brand. I only posted one piece of content, which I'm not happy about because I want to start posting as much as possible, and the reason why I wasn't able to post more short form content is because I've been doing YouTube. I've been shooting these longer videos, I've been editing them, and that's taking up a lot of my time. Time is everything. On this journey of life, we do not know how much time we have, and our time is not promised. This moment is gone, and now this moment is gone, and we will never see those moments again. The time that you spent watching this video, I hope it is adding value to your life, because you will never recover that time. And I want to start spending my time more wisely. If my time isn't going into the brand or going into myself or my loved ones or improving the lives of others and the ones around me, then I'm not spending my time wisely. So editing for hours a day is not a wise use of my time. Even now, this recording is over 10 minutes and I'm already going back on the goal that I was just about to introduce. And moving forward, that is my plan, to get directly to my point, say exactly what I mean, say exactly what I want to say, and get the videos under 8 minutes. That is my goal for the rest of the week. Only way that I can do that now with the type of software that I'm using, I'm editing on my phone, using CapCut, is to shoot better takes and also script my videos. Each and every video after this will be scripted, and it will be direct, and it will be right to the point. I did write some things down that I wanted to talk about today in this video. I already did the intro. I told you about the plan to shoot shorter videos and why, because less editing equals more time on the brand. Also able to put out more short form content. When I shoot shorter videos, I have more time, and then I can edit those long form into short form. Also wanted to recap yesterday's experience with the screen printer. I learned so much from going out and talking to a local screen printer. I've been watching this journey all along. Ordered some short sleeve shirts.
Lola, did the samples come in yet? The samples came in. 8/18 of the rest of my life. 18 days ago, I quit my corporate job to start my clothing brand, and today the samples came in. I ordered some blank t-shirts from a US manufacturer. Not exactly happy that I had to do that. Kinda got taxed, but I wanted to start wearing my samples in my videos to begin marketing. Marketing is extremely important with a clothing brand because you have to get people who don't know you to want to wear your clothing brand and to want to support you and support your message. Next step is taking it to a screen printer and getting that on there. I'm gonna see. Stay tuned to see the first addition to our collection. Let's win from within today.
Before I knew exactly what I was doing, I ordered 24 shirts, and my plan was to put the design on them and see how it looked, adjust it, and then move forward. But I realized that was wasting time and money, and also the screen printer that I was working with was taking longer than I expected. So during that time, a lot of things changed. I realized that the season was changing. It wasn't going to be summer by the time I was ready to release product. So I had to think about the type of design that I wanted to release. That changed. The more time I spent with the design and the more time I spent looking at it and tweaking it, I finally came to a final design that I like. And I'm gonna show it to you. I know I teased it a little bit if you saw the previous video. I'm actually gonna show it in this video. You gotta watch to the end and see what the design will be. Matching the season is extremely important, especially in your local area, because that's primarily where I'll be selling the shirts. I'm not gonna try to sell short sleeve shirts during the winter. I went to a local screen printer and he gave me so much game and so much knowledge. He talked to me about the types of printing, the price of printing. He gave me a quote also. Right now, this is gonna be scary to you and it's scary to me, but this is only for samples. This is not the final cost of production because I'm doing a pre-order and I'm gonna be sending this sample overseas to get recreated and made cheaper. So when you see this price, don't yell, but this is what he quoted me for the cost of production. He is a screen printer, so the shirt that I have did require some setup cost, so they had to make the screens. So he did calculate in some setup cost, but this right here per shirt, if you can see that, it's $22.92 for 36 shirts. And yeah, so not doing that, but he did give me some other options. He told me about direct to film. He also gave me the option of doing it myself, which I definitely won't be going with because that's going to take up too much time and too much energy, and I need to focus more of my time on marketing and selling rather than production. So definitely not going with the do-it-yourself method. But he referred me to another person who does direct to film. He doesn't do it in-house. So that's what I went and did today. I went to a person who does direct to film. I met him, I shook his hand, I told him what I was trying to do. I brought a similar version of the shirt that I'm gonna be putting out to give him an idea of the fabric, an idea of the location. He was a little bit busy, so we quickly went over the details and exchanged information. I told him about the sizing and the location and where I wanted it. And then I came back home and sent that information over to him via email. So super excited to see where that goes. I also found the exact shirt that I want to get reproduced. So that was also a big plus. You know what? Let me show you guys. So this is similar to what I'm going to be producing. I'm going to start wearing these in the video with the collared shirt. See where I'm going? But, or maybe just wear this, no collar. This does have a collar. Get it now? No? You'll see. So this is what I'm going for, a quarter zip, because it's gonna be fall when these release, going into winter, and my target market is athletes and business people, men and women. This is a perfect shirt, and this will be a perfect pullover to work out in, to run in, to take to the office, and it's going to be a bit of a hybrid. So this is what I'm going with. This is not the stitching that I wanted, but I found what I wanted today. I don't like how it's stitched at the sleeve, if you can see that here. I like the stitching of quarter zips where it is stitched here around the chest and the sleeves are directly connected and they go over the shoulder. So I found that shirt, and that's what I sent over to the screen printer who's gonna do the DTF. Stay tuned to the end to see the design. The more I talk to people and the more information I get and the deeper I go into the brand, the more these doors open, the more information that comes out and the more discovery that I have to do into the business side of things. Because yesterday when I went to the screen printer, they do provide options to buy the shirts for you, but obviously they're gonna mark up the cost. So you're gonna wanna get the shirt yourself and then give it to them to make the cost of production as small as possible. But as I go deeper into this journey, these different doors are opening and the business side of things is becoming wider. Before, I was so focused on the marketing side and the sales side and the front end, which is this. I thought the back end and the business side was going to be much smaller and much easier, but now I'm seeing how many certifications and how many different ID numbers, this and that I'm going to need. Luckily, I took care of most of that. Now I realized today that to get these shirts tax-free from Alpha Broder, I need to fill out a new certificate and get a vendor's license for New York State. Tax-exempt certificate for New York State. In Alpha Broder, there is a direct link to fill out that application and to get that certificate. I went ahead and I started that process. I'm going through it now just to walk you through where I got to and the hiccup that I had. When I'm going through this tax exempt certificate, so I don't have to pay sales tax on my samples, I'm gonna take to the screen printer and send overseas to get replicated and produced in bulk. It came to a point where there was another certificate that I needed, and it was a vendor's license. To exempt taxes, I had to file to be a vendor. And to file to be a vendor, I needed a business bank account. The deeper you go into starting a clothing brand, the more official you get and build a strong foundation, the more steps there is. Get as much information as possible and go out and talk to people who have the experience, and all these doors will begin to open up. All these different avenues that you have to go down and work through will start opening up. Last message for today is Trek Tuesday. Trek Tuesday is something that I've been implementing throughout my journey, where I give a tip about mental health and how we all can make sure that we are prioritizing our mental health and taking care of our minds and our bodies. Instead of doing the top 10, I'm gonna do one that coincides with where I'm at and one that resonates with me. Looking at this list right now, one way that I can implement right now to care for my mental health and improve it is to practice gratitude. So thank you so much. If you're watching this right now, I appreciate you and I am grateful for you. I am so grateful that you are viewing this journey and you are taking steps towards your dreams and towards your goal, and I appreciate your support. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, and thank you for being here for me as I am here for you. Let's win from within today.